Welcome back, ladies and gents. I'm Crystal, and this is Miss Deb, and welcome back to the Happy Half Hour Club. And as promised, this is the second clip, the fitness portion, where we're actually going to share with you different exercises that would help you not only at the job but at home. You don't have to be at a gym to get a good workout out and release the stress. So we're going to share what tends to make you feel empowered and strong and can take on the next day. So what we're going to start out with is, I always share this because a lot of people are like, well, what can I do at work or at home, especially if I don't have a gym membership? Well, the one thing that I tell a lot of people is easy travel equipment. And what I have in my hand are resistance bands, and I get these at Walmart. Very inexpensive, and they do great because the ones that I get at Walmart aren't just one band, they come in 2 or 3, which means you can change the resistance. As you feel stronger, you can add resistance or you can take off resistance, and they've got clips on them. But as you can see, you can bundle it up, put it in your purse, book bag, whatever you take with you at work, and nobody would even know that it's in your bag until you take it out. All right, with the resistance bands, you can do bicep curls, you can do shoulder presses by standing on it and extending your arm up over your head. There's so many different exercises you can do just with the resistance band alone. I will forward you to my website, which shows all of those exercises on there, so don't worry about that. But keep in mind, resistance bands, very easy travel, you can take anywhere with you. The second one that I would highly recommend, which will get your focus off of one thing and get you focused on this, is what I call stability ball. And Miss Deb will actually share this as well. But instead of the chair that you would normally sit at your desk, replace it with a stability ball. So this is going to help you concentrate on your balance, work a little bit of your core, and just keep you focused on what you're doing at that time. And it's actually a little bit comfortable too. And I'll have Miss Deb share some of the exercises that she tends, not only for herself but the other coworkers she works with, what they do at work to relieve the stress fitness-wise.
So a couple of things that we do, we have 3-4 chairs in our office, so we utilize the chairs in the office, and we actually do what we call mountain climbers. And you just hands down, your feet back, and you just step up and back, up and back.
Now, how long would you normally go, like by time or by count?
By stress. Depends on how stressful I am.
Keeping it real here, so yes.
Depends on how stressed I am, because some of the situations can be very stressful. We just do it until we feel that our stress level has come down.
Perfect. I'm glad you said that. So the ladies and men at her job, they don't go by a certain time or by a count, they go by stress. So until that stress is relieved through that exercise, that's when they stop. All right. Any other exercises that you tend to seem help?
We utilize the chair that when we're sitting all day, telephone on your ear. We do what we call calf raises. So you're just sitting in your chair and you're just raising your calves up and down.
So you're coming up on your toes, lifting your heels up and kind of tensing those muscles and then relaxing them. So as you can see, she's not seated all the way in the back of the chair. She's working on her posture, and her feet are planted on the floor, and she just raises her toes up, or her heels come up, and then she relaxes her heels down. So you get a little calf definition while you're doing that as well. Now, you do have a stability ball at work that
Yes.
you sit on?
Yes.
Okay, well, perfect. Now, the other thing is, if you are doing a lot of paperwork and you're sitting at your desk for any length of time, the stretching is going to be key, that you make sure that you include throughout your day. So I'm going to have Miss Deb take a seat in the chair. And you don't have to stand up. You can simply sit in the chair the whole time and stretch out those, your neck, your arm, your back, and your legs. So the first one is an overhead stretch. So I'm going to have her put her hands over her head and clasp her hands together. And I'm going to have her flex to her side and then just hold. So on the side that she's leaning towards, the opposite side is getting stretched, because a lot of us tend to feel the stress in our torso and our chest area. So this will help get the side part of your body. Come back to the center and do the same thing on the opposite side. All right? And then come back to the center. Now for your low back and your backside, your hamstrings would be a seated hamstring stretch. So you would bring your legs hip width apart, and then she's simply just going to fall forward and reach her hands as far down as she can while breathing. In that first clip we talked about breathing techniques. Breathe in through the nose and out the mouth. And you can do that for however long you feel like you're getting that nice stretch. Really elongate your arms so that it can really stretch out that low back and those hamstrings. And then once you're finished, you're going to slowly roll yourself back up into the upright position. Okay? Now for the arms and your shoulders, take your hand behind your elbow and then bring it across your chest, just like so, and hold it there. Make sure your hand stays behind your elbow. That way it gives some good stabilization in holding your arm when doing this. And then you do the same thing on the opposite side. So this is key during a work day, is not only the exercises, if you're just coming from a case or whatever you want to call it, working with your clients, and you come back to work and you've got to do paperwork and you're stressed, you can do some of those exercises that Ms. Deb just showed, or simply take a seat and stretch. Use those breathing techniques and drink a sip of water, whether it's room temperature or chilled, whichever you prefer. That's going to relax you and get you refocused and back at it. But what I'm going to end this fitness clip off with is just a quick routine that you can use at the job or at home. And I like to call it Tabata. We're not going to do Tabata. Miss Deb knows very well this fitness routine because it's a fitness routine that I did in my fitness programs. So you would take 4 different exercises, and it's by intervals. So it's a 4-minute workout, and each exercise that you choose, which is what I'm going to share, you do 20 seconds of that exercise, and then you get 10 seconds rest, and then you go to the next exercise for 20 seconds. So it's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So a couple of the exercises, or the few of the exercises that I'm going to have Ms. Deb show. Again, we're not going to go through the Tabata routine, but I'm going to give 4 different exercises that maybe you would want to include at your job or at home. And as I said, you will be able to see this on my website. But ones that I feel that would get you going and get you pumped up. First one's going to be squats. So I'm going to go ahead and move this chair so that you can see a little better. But the first one, I'm just going to have her do a couple squats. Those squats would be done in 20 seconds, and you'd use a timer or whatever your cell phone to keep track of your time as you're doing this. So the first ones are squats. You can go ahead, hip width apart, push your hips back and go down into the squat. And you can do this very well in a chair, okay? So you're doing your squats for 20 seconds. After those squats, this one I think everybody could agree with. If your work deems very stressful, are jabs, all right? So it's like punching. You just punching all those troubles, all those thoughts away. So just like so. If you have dumbbells, small dumbbells at work or at home, you can use those, or you can simply use water bottles when you do that. So dumbbell jabs, perfect one. The other ones are step-ups You can use a step, a bench, or you can just simply use the floor by stepping forward and stepping back. Stepping forward, stepping back. Up, up, down, down. This keeps you on your toes when you do this, okay? And keep in mind, you're going for 20 seconds of this at a good pace, or at a stressful pace that you feel that's going to get your mind off of what you've just done, all right? And then the last one is going to be jumping jacks. You can jump them as an advanced move, or you can do the modification. I'm going to have Ms. Deb do the modified version of it. So it's a step instead of a jump. Hands go over the head. Okay, so that's a quick version of what's called Tabata, T-A-B-A-T-A. No, it's not tomatoes and cheese and all of that. It's an actual workout. 4 minutes, that's it. So once you do those first 4 exercises, you will repeat them and then you're done. And you may bust out a little sweat or whatever, but I guarantee you will feel great afterwards and ready to go. So squats, dumbbell jabs, step forward and step back, and then you got jumping jacks. Get your heart rate up, get those muscles awakened and ready to go, and you will be empowered to take on the rest of your day. Do you have anything else you want to say to finish off this clip?
Thank you for having me, and see you all at the gym or at your desk working out.
Yes. You guys can definitely check me out on 4starfitness.com. You will see that on the screen. If you have any questions for me, you can definitely contact me through my website. And thank you, Miss Bailey, for reaching out to me to do this. I will help out as much as I can now and after having the baby. But God bless you all for what you guys do, and we're rooting for you guys, and we look forward to seeing you guys again. All right, take care.
Bam!